Hey, I don't be with him, he's so basic. Well, you the op and your bros hate.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Murray to air it out again. On the move to his left. That ball complete to Isabella. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Throwing again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jones, flush to his right. He'll run it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing, Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jordan Phillips drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Does the big boy have the juice? And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown.
Giants.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Flushed out right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Check right, check right.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Just 70 Lions.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Check 52.
Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, Jones steps away to his left. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. snags it for the pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Escaping the pressure, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete to Slayton. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
56 for Mike. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 19.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. This is Barkley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Mike 56. Mike 56. And what's that? And what's the ball? 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got you, punk.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Maher able to put this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Barkley, the ball carrier. Byron Murphy on the tackle.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Barkley.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st down, Barkley, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Steps away to his left. This one caught by Isabella. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
DeAndre Hopkins.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Christian Kirk. A gain of
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. To give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And that will get out of bounds, so that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He can run, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line, something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again with Barkley. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton.
You don't want nothing, get some.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Darius Slayton, 56 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score a point.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Julian Love, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Baker on the tackle.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now from Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Cardinals.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so